packing my stuff up here at the Best Western in Chester. This was a really nice hotel. Had cookies in the lobby. It was nice and cool. Absolutely a great stay. I wish the Wi-Fi were a little better, but I really don't care about that that much. I cared about sleeping in a bed and stretching my legs out and having a whole pizza and generally resting, which I'm going to continue to do. I've had a long stretch since South Lake Tahoe, and it's time to take a little bit of rest before I continue on. Instead of staying here in Chester, my mom lives in Redding, which is less than 2 hours away from here. So she's coming and should be here 10, 15 minutes maybe. And I'm going to go back and hang out with her at her place since it's pretty close and we get to visit and I get to relax my legs and we can both eat. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to a little downtime and visiting with Mom. My legs are beat up. Once I washed all the dirt off, I saw all the scrapes and cuts and nicks and man, my right leg is jacked. But I do have brand new shoes, which I'm thrilled to be wearing right now. The old ones stink, especially after going through that marsh. I feel bad for housekeeping when they come in here. I put the shoes in a bag I got from the store, but the room still got a little odor. Sorry, housekeeping. I just got a drop off at the trail. Had a nice time hanging out with my mom. I definitely needed the rest. My legs feel much better. I just needed to mentally get away from the trail for a little bit. Last couple segments have been hard on me, not feeling well and everything. But lightened up my pack. So mailed some stuff back. But I think I've taken maybe 1.5 pounds off my pack at least, maybe nearly 2 pounds, with various things and switching some things around. So pack feels better. I pretty much stopped cold turkeyed all the drugs I was taking after the antibiotics, and then I cut the rest, and I'm hoping that will help me in the long term feel a lot better. This should be an interesting week because there's a heat wave. It won't be as hot as it is down in the valley where it's going to be like 110, 115 degrees, but still up here it's going to get into the high 90s, low hundreds. At least the weather forecast was 104 at one point around Bernie. So not the greatest weather to hike in, but doable. You just have to know when not to hike. Sometimes you just need to, in the afternoon, hunker down and sit in the shade. It's 2:30. I think I scared a couple of the hikers. They were camped in a section I wasn't going to camp in. It was a bunch of burned trees. So I went through the woods and found something that looked a little bit better. But when I came crashing on through in the morning, not expecting them to be there, I think they were wondering what was breaking sticks coming through the area. One of them popped out and I was looking around. But I'm in Lassen Volcanic National Park now. It is definitely warm now. It's about noon, so starting to feel it. About 2 will be fun. I'm getting close to the outskirts of Old Station, where my grandmother used to live. Got water out of Hat Creek, which I've been in and around Hat Creek my whole life too. So this area is very familiar to me. Once I get up to the highway, my plan is there's a gas station that's a short walk. Figure I'll go over there. I'll probably be there around 2ish maybe, when it's the hottest. So I figure that'd be a good little detour for a little bit. Go get something cool to drink, something to eat, something else cool to drink, and probably something else to eat. I decided to take an earlier cutoff that goes to Hat Creek store. Still Old Station, but not like the main area. A little bit shorter and was a little bit closer, and it was getting toward 1 and pretty warm already, so yeah, drinks sounded good, and they were. Funny part, I come up and never thought I'd see her again, but Wildflower was sitting there. And in keeping with the way I last saw her, she was jetting off for some other place. So some guy drove up and was picking up a group of them, and she was going back to Chester to hang out for the 4th and go to a rodeo and everything. I'm sure it seems like the most quintessential American thing you can do. I'm sure she will have a great time. So got to say hi briefly, and then she took off. So who knows? Maybe I'll see her in Oregon or something, rushing off to do something else. I don't know. She certainly gets around. But it was nice to see someone that I'd hiked with briefly in Yosemite. It's almost 8 o'clock and the sun's setting, so I need to find a spot to camp. Looks like there's some nice spots here next to this water, Lost Creek. Apparently I have to go down a ways with some steep switchbacks and then bring the water all the way back up. So, not looking forward to that, but hopefully it's not as bad as the comments make it sound. That was steeper than advertised. There were some spots where I needed to use my hands to get down, and same thing, I had to climb back up, and there was loose soil on the way down, so not fun, not good at all. And even though the sun is not on me because it's set, I still soaked my shirt with sweat climbing back up with the water. It was pretty steep. Unfortunately, my trekking pole has broken at the tip. I'm gonna try to use duct tape and at least put it together so I can use it for my tent, but there's no way I can put weight on it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a new set of trekking poles, because using one is dangerous as far as I'm concerned, because you're off balance and they're to save you from falling. And I don't know how long I can use this one with the duct tape on it for my tent setup. So, and I don't see any other way to repair this. So it's snapped in the middle. So it's not like the carbide tip that could be replaced or something. It's not that, unfortunately. And that sucks, because the Alpine Carbon Cork was my favorite trekking pole. All right, let's repair this and set up my tent so I can actually sit down and eat and everything. It's almost 9 p.m. I'm tired. I got a hold of my mom. She's gonna come give me a ride, and today's the 4th, so there's nothing we're gonna find in a store, but tomorrow we can take a look and then get something to replace the broken trekking pole, which is on the back of my pack now. It was not working real well for the tent setup either, because the tip kept bending, and I finally tried to make a hole with the other trekking pole to make it work, but fortunately the ground was soft enough that I made it happen. But harder ground, I would have had to do something else. But I think I'm only like 24 miles from the road now, maybe even a little bit less, so not too far. Should be good trail. Lucky that this happened here, where I've got family members that can help out, versus some other place out in the middle of nowhere. Kept my water. Often when I get water in the evening, I don't drink it all, and then I don't want to carry it, so I dump it. But from my campsite's 21.4 miles to the next water, excluding Cache 22, which you can get a little few miles up here, but I don't think I'll need that. I'll leave that water for someone else, and then just push forward, because I'm trying to make better miles today anyway. So